Welcome back to the channel. Thanks to my sponsor Seed Studio. I was intrigued by the 7-segment clock and I wanted to create one myself, so this is my take on that. We are starting with creating the dots. One of the main features I'm trying to incorporate in this project is trying to make everything modular as possible. This means that if a part breaks down, you can easily replace it, or when you do a different project in the future, you can use these parts in that project. And when we start on the segments, you will understand why I'm trying to do this modular. We need 28 of these, and if any part breaks, you can easily change them instead of throwing away the whole clock. Don't be fooled by the size of this PCB. If you can see the LED, that's only 3.5 by 3.5 millimeters. And after the segments, it's time to create the backplate. In the footage you can see me switch back and forth from the schematic to the drawing, and that's because I did make some small mistakes in the schematic, and to correct these I switch back and forth to get the connections right. After rearranging all the components to globally where they should be, it was time to put them on the exact location, and this takes some time. If you look closely, I'm putting the arrows in the way the data stream is going, and this way you also know how to put the segments on, because the same arrows are on the segments. If you like my content, please consider to subscribe. You would really help my channel out. Now that the PCB design is finished, it's time to upload it to seeedstudiofusion and get this PCB manufactured. And since we are talking about our sponsor Seed Studio, they offer a wide variety of products which can aid you in your projects. Their seeedstudiofusion branch also provides PCB manufacturing and PCB assembly. If you want to take it a step further, go check out the kitting service they offer on the website seeedstudio.com. Now we get back to Fusion 360 to assemble the PCB and design a case around it. Please note that this really looks cool, but Fusion 360 had some problems with this many components and it went really laggy. And then when the PCB was done, it was time to design the front panel. In this design, we're giving each segment a different compartment, so the light of each segment doesn't interfere with the light of a different segment. The diffuser for the segments is 2 times 0.16 millimeters, so 0.32 millimeters, a 2-layer diffusion, and for the black version I only used 1 layer. For the back panel, we're cutting out the slots for the USB-C port and for the light sensor and for the button on top, so you can add some more functions in wled. I tried to keep it as slim as possible. I'm designing this case solely around a PCB that's not been manufactured yet. So tolerances and stuff like that are really difficult to grasp at this moment, and when the PCB comes in, I think I'll have to change some things around, but mostly it will fit. When I was designing these feet, I did not want them to be straight underneath the clock, and I wanted to give you a feel of dimensions, and this is why I designed the feet like this. You can use these feet in any position you want. You can use them pointing out, but you can also turn them around and use them pointing in. You do not have to put them on the exact position I have, and it's press fit, so you can move them around whatever you want. As you can see, the smallest parts are sometimes, or most times, the most difficult to design. We almost reached the end of part 1. I sent the files to seeedstudiofusion to get the PCBs manufactured. When they get back, we'll make part 2. As always, thanks to my Patreons. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 2.